Yeah, it's good, y'all. It's your boy ARP. We back with the Sorry It's True podcast. Shout out to the whole chat coming in. Shout out to the members. Shout out to the mods. Y'all see this title? Easy to Block Captain might just be faking it. It's my little fake rapper impression. Last thing I could do is rap, but that is a bar. It is a bar. It is kind of a flip meaning from what everybody expects me to possibly be talking about. And what I think y'all expect me to be talking about is this. Let's start here. Let's go over it. Let's take a look. Um, 100% proof that Easy to Block Captain is from Pottsville, PA. Easy to Block Captain's Pottsville High School yearbook photo has been leaked. Easy was going by Tony Brown and not Anthony. Easy graduated Pottsville High School in 2004. All right, what's this playing?
Try to figure out how you got from Pottstown 2.5 hours away to Philly.
Took a bus.
Pottsville niggas felt let down because you not repping them. You think they don't want somebody to be like, yeah, he from Pottsville, easy. Yeah, he from Pottsville, easy. Like, rep Pottsville where you from, you bitch ass nigga. Niggas don't know what Pottsville is, so they ain't understand it. So take the Phillies hat off, and when you come back to me, have on a Pottsville pigeon shirt. You ain't a Philadelphia Eagle, you a Pottsville pigeon. You ain't a Philadelphia Eagle, you a Pottsville pigeon.
You ain't a Philadelphia Eagle, you a Pottsville pigeon.
From Pottsville, where you from, you bitch ass nigga. You a Pottsville pigeon. Try to figure out how you got from Pottstown to.
All right. Before I walk through this and get to my title and my little double meaning and my bar, you know, my little rapper attempt. Before I get into that, let's talk about this release right here. Is it damaging? Does it hurt? Does it mean anything to y'all? It can be damaging. It can be. There's been the whole developing narrative and angle of Pottsville, and you know, you're not from Philly. Cassidy drove a lot of that narrative from the face-off. It continued ever since then, and it's very true. Many of us, including me, never heard what the fuck Pottsville is before. Never heard of it. So when I did hear it for the first time, it kind of makes you think that much more. It's like telling somebody, Staten Island, Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens. You heard of all five of them, right? But if I say if like some shit that you never heard of before, like that's where ARP is really from, you're gonna pay attention, like, huh? Like, it just caught everybody. Okay, cool. Yes, we have seen historically Easy to Block Captain represent Philly, you know, and Cassidy puts out there like, nigga, you look like the mascot. We don't dress like that. So it's always Philly everything. I always thought it was a Philadelphia pride thing. You know what I'm saying? I see that with people, you know, very into the Philadelphia Eagles. He's always at the games, always supporting the teams. So I didn't go too crazy with that. But in battle rap, the authenticity, where you're from, how you grew up, the block you claim, all of that is part of your whole reputation and your image in battle rap. And in battle rap, it's amplified. Okay. So it works. So this is damaging because it becomes an angle that if used on stage, people would have heard it already for the most part. A lot of people would have been like, all right, you got to really be creative now because half of the promo leading has been about is Easy from Philly. Other battle rappers coming out, doing interviews, people speaking on it. It's pretty a huge discussion point right now in battle rap, right? Even Calico. Calico is a fucking hilarious bastard, man. He's fucking reposting his round versus Easy. He's on Twitter all day joking. Other battle rappers are weighing in. It's known. So if you don't do a super creative, you know, angle with it on the battle, it could fall flat. So why not just maximize it here before the battle, right? And just make it 100% true, you know, in many people's eyes by putting out a yearbook picture and then let Easy have to struggle that much more when we take the stage. Okay. So some people would say, shit, why didn't you just pass this out during the battle? It's already so known that it actually does work by putting this out early. Okay. And let's be clear, people. I do know that some people could see it depending on how you interpret all this promotion and all these narratives. Like, well, high school is one thing, but high school where you go to high school matters a lot. Okay, I'm just being real. I'm being real. I would say this about Cassidy. I would say this about Easy. I would say this about anybody. Where you go to high school matters a lot. Okay, where you jump off the porch, where your parents stay, where you was outside, what neighborhoods you ran around the most, where people know you for running amok, getting into shit or whatever. That's where you're from. Okay. Like you could be born in New York, like Tupac, and go. Well, then again, let me skip the Tupac example. I don't want anybody to get mad at it. I'm about to say something that people be like, nah, we ain't going for that. I'll leave the Tupac example alone, but you guys know where the fuck I'm going with this, okay? So it is damaging from a battle rap standpoint to put that out early. All right. There's another angle I want to get to before my title. Why not? Let's do it. I seen this one come out recently. I think that this was done on Facts platform as an interview. So this is Muwap talking about, what's the caption? Eazy the Block Captain's artist Muwap exposes that he was on the phone with Cassidy and snitched to Cassidy why he left the trenches, and says he doesn't know if Eazy is from Philly, and even told Cassidy that Eazy made him, which is Muwap, pay for his own battles. I paid for all my battles on the trenches. All right. Let me see.
Cassidy went on record, say he spoke with you in text, and say y'all told him. He said that y'all said that Eazy had ghostwriters from the trenches. Y'all had to pay for y'all battles.
Me and Cass did talk that. I reached out to Cass. No, I did not reach out to Cass. Shout out to News. News got me and Cass on the phone with text. But text ain't say shit. Me and Cass stayed on the phone. Y'all can ask Cass. Walker, you could attest to this. I sat on the phone with Cass and said, bro, I'm not even going to talk bad about the nigga. He asked why I leave the trenches. I told him. What information can I give Cassidy that's not out here already?
I want to be specific. The ghost that he was getting ghost roped by some of the for some of the people.
He asked me about that. He asked me about that. I'm like, I don't know. He asked me, was he from Philly? I said, I don't know.
Right, and then paying for the battles.
That was me.
All right, that was you that said you had to pay for your battles at the trenches.
Yeah.
You ever paid for a battle at the trenches?
Yeah.
Pay for all your battles at the trenches?
You asking me again? Damn near did. The only one I ain't paid for probably was Oppa.
All right. That's not damaging to me. I'm gonna keep it real. Within this particular narrative right here, the only thing that people's really gonna pull from is, do you have people paying for battles on the trenches? Okay. The whole thing about if somebody from the trenches wrote for Eazy, it's gonna be a tough one to sell that to people. Like, yo, you got ghostwriters. I already told y'all where I stand on the studio piece. I don't think battle rap fans will hold on to that, because that's how it goes in the studio when people are collaborating. Same way people won't, go too crazy over battles that are 2-on-2s. Okay. I wrote a majority of the 2-on-2. Nobody's gonna be like, not gonna can you for that. But if somebody is writing his actual battle rap route, taking lyrics that he's walking on the stage and performing against one-on-one opponents, that would be devastating. Okay. I haven't heard that yet here. If that evidence ever came out on any battle rapper, including Eazy the Block Captain, well, as much as I say it's devastating, sometimes in battle rap, it don't matter. We be seeing that shit come out. People got long legacies of being accused of having ghostwriters. Boom, they're on the next fucking card. This is battle rap. But from a hip hop standpoint, it's supposed to be a cardinal sin. So hopefully we don't see that for any battle rapper that puts on. Okay. Hopefully paying for your own battles is sometimes it's people paying their way. One of the most historic in battle rap moments of somebody paying for a battle is Danny Myers. And Danny Myers was semi-established at the time, but him paying for the T-Rex battle, everybody knows that story. Look at Danny Myers right now. He's one of the best to ever do it. Okay. He's one of the greatest battle rappers in battle rap history. And sometimes people pay their way. Sometimes people want to fast track themselves. Sometimes it's business dealings between you and the league. Sometimes they're like, listen, I got all this going on for me. I got the platform, I got the card, I got the brand, I got the following, I got the channel, I got all this, the promotion, all this stuff that I built. And the deal is, you're going to come into this fold right here and into this company, you got to pay like you weigh, you know what I'm saying? Or you got to pay a couple dollars, to get on the card. The reason why I don't look at that foul, shit, you accept it. I don't like when people come out in business deals and complain after they've already signed the contract. Like, that shit always irks me. Like, you'll see a battle rapper sign a contract for $500 and then get into it with the platform, and then later on have a different argument, and then just be like, by the way, I only got a $500 deposit. Like, you really want people to look at the league, motherfucker, you signed the contract. And anybody that got a problem with the league is a fucking idiot. You signed it, you accept it. You could easily say that 500 ain't enough, or I'm not signing that, or I'm not paying for my own battle to come over there. I'll find another platform in another way. And that's one thing that battlers got to prove to me. If they ever have a problem with business dealings that they sign a contract for, prove to me that you can just do it without the whole make another whole type of concept. Prove that to me. All right. Just say, fuck you, trenches. I don't need you. My talent is so good. I promote so well. I'm so marketable. I have such a great battle rap image that I can just blow up on my own or anywhere. Or do you need the platform? So, and that's not for Muap, that's for anybody. Okay. Now, let's get into the title. Title says Eazy the Block Captain might just be faking it. And I told y'all that's a little fake ball that has nothing to do with the Pottsville yearbook picture. It has to do with this. It has to do with this right here. I like this. This is Eazy the Block Captain 13 hours ago. What does he post up? I like that post. Got 10,000 views. I like that post. Not too much going on after that. Cool. But when I see that, you know what I start to think about, people? I say, you got another week before this battle happens. Eazy versus Cassidy goes down on TBL. Eazy, as of today, November 30th, Sunday, do not do an interview. Whatever you do not pop up on any platform. Some are better for you at this point than others. For example, I'm gonna keep it 1,000. You guys want the truth over here, right? You guys want the sorry is true, hard truth? Okay. Like one of the worst platforms to do right now is like, let's say, a Caps. Because Caps just sets everybody up that goes on his platform. Like he just tries to embarrass no matter who you are. He don't give a fuck about you, and he's just gonna laugh and throw out bullshit. What you mean? You mean to tell me that Muap had to pay? Like the way Cats be carrying his interviews, you could damage yourself easily. Like somebody like Serious Jones, sometimes I'll be like, yo, Jones, like Jones going on Caps is just sometimes it works against him. Like you can see so many interviews on Cap shit where it's just like, Jones, you're making things worse for whatever you're up there to talk about, right? That's how Caps runs his shit. You got like a 3-letter man. A 3-letter man, he'll take care of you. You know what I'm saying? He'll hold you down, but he will pull out some of the tough questions. He will. So if you're gonna do an interview, 3-letter man's always a good target. But right now, nah. Me, I really keep it comfortable for my guests, right? I really do historically. But the way people look at me, they'd be like, yo, ARP, you gotta ask some of these real questions, especially the ones that people want to hear asked now that this guy's making an appearance. Can't do my platform either. All right. Even Facts. Now, Eazy and Facts are cool, real cool. They might even be considered friends, right? I think they've been around each other at a personal level outside of battle rap. Can't do his shit neither, because what happens is even if Facts fully manages the interview in a way where you don't have to get confronted with the super tough questions, or he doesn't continue to berate you or through follow-up questioning for things that you might struggle with right now, the moment that he doesn't, they will kill him and they will claim so much bias that it's all a setup and it'll work against you. And they'll be like, yo, Eazy, that interview works against you. Can't do that neither. And the list goes on and on and on. At the end of the day, just take my original advice. You can't do a single interview right now. No platforms. It's too late. Okay. Now, sticking on this tweet here, let me go to the title. Eazy the Block Captain might just be faking it. This is what I mean when I say he might just be faking it. I'm standing on my original opinion that Cassidy did tie Eazy's hands. He did make it tough for him to come outside and promote or push his narratives, because he put so much offensive angles on Eazy that Eazy you know, he just would come out, be out here defending himself. So, and that's not good to let somebody continue to dictate the road that we're driving down. That's not good. You know, I don't see a path for Eazy taking the offense right now, other than just getting on the stage. And part of that was what Eazy said himself on Twitter. Eazy was tweeting like, "Yo, I'm gonna start my shit next week." Never did. You know, he said a couple of tweets. You know, I'm really the energy. Look, he's only doing numbers when he's talking about me. Okay, cool. But he never came outside. He never did. And I do give that credit to the attack of Cassidy. But we have gotten to the point now where Eazy might as well now just play possum. He might as well. Here's the thing about that classic overshooting your mark law. Is Cassidy overshooting his mark? It's tough to say that because, one, from a fan standpoint, we all want the promo. We scream about it for every card. Where's the promo? Where's the promo? Why nobody's promoting? You got to promote. You got to promote. Why you only got to do one interview and get the fuck on? God forbid we could even get you show up for a face-off. You know the history of battle rap. God forbid. We're at the point right now where Cassidy's getting attacked by battle rappers for promoting. They're actually discouraging him or dissing him for fucking promoting. That's where we're at today. It's a disgusting world. So you can't blame Cassidy for overshooting the mark because he's doing what he's supposed to do. And the round construction and the angles written on paper are so critical that if you compound all of this stuff in the lead in, and then you don't deliver it properly or heavily on stage, you will negate some, if not a lot, of your own promo. So although Eazy has been buried underneath all of this attack this whole time, now's the time to play possum and say, I'm going to get you on stage. Here's the thing now about getting back on stage. Nobody likes a bully. Cassidy is not a bully. He's not a bully. He's doing his job. He's doing what he's supposed to be doing. But Cassidy's attack is so heavy that I promise you, by the time Eazy raps, they're going to hold on to his opening bars, his first round, every word that he says for dear life because they haven't heard from him. And everybody's got all these questions. All he's got to do is come out in his first round and connect. If he's boom, 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 connecting, ironically, Eazy becomes the underdog. Look at the Twitter polls that's out right now. Cassidy has caught up and in some Twitter polls passed Eazy for the prediction of the outcome of the battle. But when it gets announced, everybody goes, can't no Cassidy rap with no Eazy the Block Captain. So then Cassidy takes that away. Underdog factors help in fights a lot within battle rap. Eazy has become the underdog to a degree. If his rounds is on 10, and if Cassidy does not craft this shit at an A+ level after having this much to say before the battle, they're going to flip on Cassidy. That's how the battle rap fans are. They wish they wake up tomorrow and they hate you. That the next week they love you. Fuck this league. No, you're number one. Fuck that battler. Oh, he's the greatest ever. Oh yeah, we love when you're here. You the noises. You do the biggest battles and the biggest pay-per-views and all that type. Nah, you trash. Get out of here. That's how the fans treat you. That's how the battle rap culture energy moves. Even some of the bloggers will do you like that too. Here today, gone tomorrow. Here today, gone tomorrow. Back and forth, back and forth. Dare I say, the seesaw has been tilted so much on Cassidy's side right now. That bully aspect is there, whether you know it or not. Whether I'm telling you. And then here's another piece of it too. Eazy looks like he's on his own. They damn near clown it when they say Sko. Like, Sko's not a loud enough voice. Sko don't have a big enough following. Sko don't have enough behind him for everybody to just stop what they're doing and say, well, Sko said such and such about Eazy. Let's run with that for a second. Sko just seems like a loyal guy to Eazy, but he's not the person to tilt any scales for him. Eazy literally looks like he's out here on an island on his own. Okay? Whereas over there on Cassidy's side, you got Cassidy, one of the loudest in battle rap history, doing what he's doing. You got Reed. You got Muslim Poppy. You got some bloggers that are literally against Eazy right now. I'm not gonna say K Walker, but the things that K Walker has been a part of publicly, damn sure don't help Eazy. You know, anybody that's out from Philly right now, especially if you co-signed him or stood behind him before, battled on the trenches before, if you're saying anything other, Eazy is from Philly or he's one of us, you're not helping him. So I got to put K Walker over there too. Okay. Fax is over here doing streams with all these Philly niggas. I don't hear nobody standing up for Eazy. You got battlers from the trenches. We just played Muwap. You got, it looks like the 2v1 factor for real. And that almost worked for Drake, didn't it? It almost did. It almost did. Kendrick did the right thing, and everybody else around Kendrick did the right thing. No, they all fell the fuck back. Rick Ross, shut up. Metro Boomin, shut up. Everybody else, just shut up. I got this. Let it just be. Y'all did what y'all did. Everybody, cool. Everybody just shut the fuck up. I got it. And he did. He had it. Okay? Cassidy ain't telling people to shut up right now. I got this. He can. You know what I'm saying? Like, because everybody's going to hone in on the 1 versus 1 factor come next Saturday. That's it. Everybody else won't matter. Yeah, there'll be some imagery up on stage. Oh, look who Reed's standing behind. Look where this person's standing. Oh, look how the crowd is sounding or whatever. I don't care how much a crowd is biased for one person. If the rounds either connect or don't connect, they're going to lean. And the only grace you might have is in the first round if they don't fuck with you. That's the only grace you might have. And the grace works the other way too. Look at Lux versus Calico. Up there choking and whatnot. Grace. Fuck with him. Cassidy. If they don't fuck with his first round, he's going to get grace. Eazy, if he's bombing, it's going to be balanced out. By the time you get to that second and that third round, I bet you, if Eazy's on point, it's just going to come down to the fucking bars and how they are delivered. Cassidy's got a lot of angles. He's got a lot that he can mold for these 3 rounds. But we also see many times in battle rap, the way you put this shit together and deliver it on that stage becomes the final chapter. And it's going to do the most views, the battle. That's what's going to actually move through history, not this promo run. We'll talk, some of the purists will talk about it. But as far as a year from now and all that, what's in those 3 rounds and how it comes off is what's going to move through the timeline attached to both of their legacies. Can't do an interview right now, but it's smart not to at this point. Play a little bit of possum. If Eazy's 3 rounds are murder, just watch how people act next Saturday. Just watch. Just watch. Just watch. Remember, you heard it here. Because Cassidy, my nigga, and I think he's hellacious right now. But I'm never going to lose track of how battle rap goes. And if Eazy's 3 rounds are that, remember you heard it here, that all this pre-promo will be flattened and everybody would just look at their rounds and their rounds only. I promise you. I promise you. Okay. Speaking of Philly, we're gonna do the Max B topic. Okay, I got the Max B topic loaded up. We're going to that next, but I saw this as a quick transition since we was just hanging out in Philly for a second. Dude actually sounds a little bit like him. Is somebody coming off like AR Ab?
This camera recording right here. Welcome to my block, man. See everybody right here behind me? I run every single nigga on this block, man. Everybody gonna start talking when I'm on the block. Dog right here, bro, he gonna run and catch a body about me. And if he can't catch it, trust me, Big Paul will. That's one thing about him, man. Everybody that came on this block got extorted. They came for me.
Extorted.
Oh, you going here?
The juice, I ain't Bishop sipping Nantucket. Bro, like AI with the stick, he'll cross you to get a bucket.
And he really did that, man. That's why I love this nigga, man. He honorable, man. You look up murder on Google, his face gonna come up, but you can't see that for too long, man. Trust and believe it. Everything we say, we did it. We extort niggas, we rob niggas, tie them up and take them to their morgue.
Right here, man, he's so slow, he'll clear a whole block out with 30 cameras around, man. I see him selling somebody a fake brick. Oh, yeah, get the fuck away, man. I love this nigga right here, man.
Yo, that fuck out of the way, man. I love this nigga right here. No disrespect, but you know what it makes me think of? The moment on the couch where Ab was talking his shit and he had P90 sitting next to my thing, and Dark Low comes in the crib, and he makes P90 like get up off the couch and lets Dark Low sit next to him because Dark Low is a guy that he's pushing more and shit. He's like, yo, get up, man, get up, man. And the nigga goes, the P90 passed though. Rest in peace, rest in peace. Respectfully, of course, I'm just joking about that moment, man. But Ab is Ab, man. Jesus.
This right here, man, big hearted, big niggas just like me, man. We used to beef with each other. We used to shoot at each other, man.
We used to shoot at each other, man.
Let's camera record.
He literally told stories like that too, though, right? Ab did. All right, before I move on to Max B, and all that footage and what's going on, his performance and this, his apologies and all that. Shout out to Not That Kirk with the super chat says, if Cass vs. Eazy was on RBE, how would you feel about Eazy not doing promo as a league owner? I literally been asked that question behind the scenes. Eazy, he has done more than a lot of battle rappers in the battle rap industry, meaning him being at the face-off. We see people miss face-offs and shit. Him being at the face-off, him being on his Twitter, which people pay attention to, him posting on his Instagram. We put that up the other day. He's got a bunch of posts on his gram. He's done literally more than many people you see leading into a lot of these cards. But this is where people feel like he falls short. Number one, he calls himself the algorithm. That's number one. So get out here and be the algorithm. Number two, your opponent is going haywire. So we want you to match the energy. We want to see, an eye for an eye type of shit. Rarely do you see one person doing this much promotion and the other person silent. Rarely. So it becomes almost like a standout, like a sore thumb. So that's why I think the general perspective is. Now, if you're a league owner, you'd never like any lack of promo, because every piece of promo can potentially turn into another ticket sold or another pay-per-view purchased. So any lack of promo is going to make me feel a way as a league owner. Now, there is that factor from the battle rapper standpoint, okay? And this is where sometimes a league owner is kind of put in a gray area. In a situation like this, I just did a whole take telling you that right now, up until next weekend, Eazy The Block Captain shouldn't do an interview. You think I'm going to contradict that? There are literally times where a battle rapper is in a spot where they feel like my legacy or the outcome of the battle or the angles or the talk of the culture has me in a spot where I can't do or say certain things. Okay? And Eazy's in that spot. And a league owner sometimes has to understand when that happens. Okay. Now, luckily, in this scenario, you have Cassidy, who is making one of the biggest promo runs of 2025, even without Eazy going eye for eye with them. Okay. So think about all the cars that happened this year, hundreds. Think about all the cars that happened this year that have high paid battlers. Think about all the cards this year that have top tiers. Think about all the cars that happened this year that may have goats on them. And I don't remember hearing any of them except for Hitman versus Mook and maybe Twerk versus Lux. And not because Twerk and Lux was so noisy, but because the battle, the card, and the controversy of Twerk getting locked up and all that type of stuff. Like, so other than that, you could only talk about two other cars that had high promotion. So Cassidy is doing something on his own for the most part, that even would make a league say, shit, even though I don't got Eazy outside with him fighting back and forth every day and going interview for interview, Cassidy's doing more than happens almost the entire 2025. So you're thankful for that, So there's a lot of gift and curses in it, from the battler standpoint. Now, if I got a battle rapper, they in that type of spot, it's not about like, yo, I gotta navigate these fucking these narratives or like Hitman was in that spot a little bit. You know, Hitman wanted to engage. It's like we got this grudge. Me and you got this grudge. You was talking a lot of shit before the battle got signed. Now it's signed, and now you're quiet. I want to engage. Hitman wanted to go to the face-off and ask him eye to eye about when when Mook and Lux did that watch party for Geechee and Hitman. Hitman wanted to ask Mook eye to eye. So you out here saying and or believing that Sin, my girlfriend, my lady, my fiance didn't get shot. Let's have that conversation now that I'm here. But he wasn't able to do it. He wasn't able to engage because Mook is just sitting there like, my silence is more than anything you can say. And I'm sober now and I'm a whole nother person. And I turned over a new leaf. You see what I'm saying? So after that, if Hitman goes on this big Cassidy thing, Cassidy and Hitman in a scenario like this are very different. Hitman looks like he's doing too much. Like, yo, why are you so aggressive? Why are you so loud? Why are you? It actually could hurt you. And now if I'm owning that battle and I call Hitman, Hitman's going to explain that to me as a league owner. I'm just like, fuck. What are you gonna do? You know? But that's different than just seeing somebody sit on their ass and they don't have to navigate the situation. If you're just a battle rapper sitting on their ass, you know what I do? I might make my calls. I get on the front line a lot. So I'll be out there coordinating the interviews. I'll bring you on my own platform to interview with me. There's been a lot of battles you see me book where the person did one interview and it happened to be with the league owner, with me. You know, they're going to at least do it with the person that's cutting them the check, you know, and then they go off quiet. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, when I see somebody's not a promoter, I have two options normally. One, see and interpret the fact that that person is a draw even without having to be outside and talk like that. And I can see the numbers move. I can see the needle move. Actually, it's three options. B, change how much it gets paid, right? Or C, don't fuck with them a certain way after the fact. Okay. I saw this. I saw how you move. Now I'm cool on you. Or don't come around asking for more. Or when you never make more than $1,000, $1,500 or $2,000, you wonder why. Like you don't move the needle. You don't even make an attempt to move the needle. So, you know, I said that on a prior stream. I said what Cassidy's doing right now even adds to his negotiations for his next booking. It's the money that pays forward if you're gonna promote, and you got battle rappers that's talking down on his promotion. That's insane. It means so a league owner is not listening to any battle rapper that's talking down on Cassidy. It is like shit. I'd like the same thing to happen on my platform. Real shit. All right. So I hope I gave you your money's worth with an answer like that. Also we saw this one go up. Easy from Philly. My homeboy told me. At this point nobody cares about that. Like my homeboy told me. My homeboy, he shot him. My homeboy told me, like, come on. What is this? Chibata Mitch 114. Appreciate the super. Thank you for chiming in on the chat, but that's not gonna do enough right now. The man just put out a high school picture. A yearbook picture, man. My homeboy told me, yo, Mitch, you gotta do a little bit more than that. You might as well put a picture of something in the fucking chat at this point. Like, come on. And I still don't give a fuck where Eazy is from. I'm just saying for the battle rap narrative that's happened right now. Did you really super chat this? I appreciate you, G. I'm just having fun. But I'm saying, my nigga, come on. Dutty Smith says, Easy from Pottsville. My homeboy told me, are y'all trolling now? Or was you responding to Mitch above? Whatever y'all doing in the chat, I'll fuck with y'all. Let's keep it entertaining. Okay. Can we move on? I only got one more topic for y'all today, people, and then we out of here. Shout out to the whole chat. Let's go to Max B. So this is what kicked up all the dust. All right. This was like, oh shit, he's been quiet ever since he was released from prison, as in terms of his beef with Jim Jones. Jim Jones is the one that's been having that energy. Okay. But he pops up in a performance and everybody's just like, oh, he just dissed Chrissy. He just dissed Jim. It's up. We got a problem, Houston.
What's up, nigga? She loves me. She loves me now. She loves me. She loves me now.
Now we're gonna get to the apology footage, and we're gonna get to him pretty much blaming Funk Master Flex for this whole moment right here about the songs that he had and everything. But here goes a question: before the songs cut on and everything, why are you walking around stage doing that historic "She loves me not"? Why? Why? I'm just asking the question.
Kobe version. We should play for L. We should play for L. We should play for L. I got these bird game bitches that can't stand me. Titty man, because she just did in my head. I'm a flow top of the line, and baby. Motherfucker.
I'm just saying. Jimmy mad. These bird gang niggas can't stand me. Jimmy mad. All right. This was a very popular video that came about after that. Shout out to my man 40, keeping me in the loop too. This is a real talk moment, people. Before we get to Max B's response, listen to this.
It's a lot of shit that I don't speak on, but I gotta speak on this one because this is it will personally affect what goes on in Harlem. You understand what I'm saying? These two people are very important in Harlem. And if this shit go left, it's going to force people to pick a side. It's going to force people to pick a side. People who love each other to pick a side. I seen a video that I didn't agree with. I seen this. Who greenlighted this?
We should break for L. We should break for L. I got these bird game bitches that can't stand me. Titty man, because she just did in my head. I'm a flow top of the line, I need a baby. We should play for L.
You can say you love Max and say you want to see him prosper and spread his wings and be successful. And you heard this at sound check and said, yeah, Max, that's a good idea to talk about. You know what I mean? No, you can't possibly love him. You just there for some money in a disguise as a friend. You're not a friend. Because it's no way, my man, my guy, and I know what this could possibly lead to. Nah, Max, we're not doing that. We're not doing that, bro. That's 17 years ago. We on a whole new energy. We on a whole new energy. And if anybody around Jim who feel like they want to feed into that energy, you don't love Jim. You can't possibly love Jim. Because if that shit come to a head, somebody's going to die. And guess what? It's not going to be none of them. It's going to be somebody we love in Harlem that's riding for one of them. That's going to be riding for one of them. We watch Pac and Big do it, separate coasts. We seen other people do it, separate boroughs. But in Harlem, no. This shit too small. We watched it with Pop, Lottie, and Maine. And people in Harlem know what I'm talking about. People could have intervened in that. But dudes are so much dick riders, they just want to be around. And then stand around and watch when everybody die behind some shit they could have stepped in and said, yo, y'all bugging. Y'all know, mothers know each other, cousins, and went to school together. And somebody could have stopped it. Just like somebody could stop this, but everybody want to stand around and watch this shit go up in smoke. Bunch of dick riders.
Great points made, man. And when you say niggas around Jim, we saw Mano chime in, right? Mano asked Jim, like, hey, man, what can we do? Can we fix that? Like, can we stop that beef or whatever? And Jim said, no. Do you want me to crash out here on the stream right now? And he's like, no. You know, Mano tried, you know, but you also got to look at it from the people that's on the sidelines, as Dude was saying, because they automatically get into it as well based on just their loyalty. Look at Mano and Max B. The first day Max B came home at the Jets game, they crossed paths on accident. Just like that, day one, all these people is running around the New York, New Jersey area together. It's like inevitable for them to cross paths, whether it's the camp or the actual people involved in the middle. They're going to cross paths. They're all right there, too close to each other. My man 40 was telling me Jim did his turkey giveaway, you know, damn near like 15 blocks away from like where Max B was doing his turkey giveaway. They're going to cross paths, man. And I think that's why somebody like even Amano was just like, yo, can we stop that? Because my loyalty to you means that I'm going to be, if not already, directly or indirectly involved in this. You know, and I don't want to be. Mano's in his 50s. Mano's the oldest in the room in that podcast. I didn't even know that. Mano's in his 50s. You think Mano wants to have, fuck, here we go. These are strong camps. Jim's camp, all the YNs around these little niggas and shit too. Jim's camp, Max B's camp, they're strong camps. And the friction, I don't want to have to do this shit, man. I'm in and out of these clubs and restaurants in New York too, man. Come on, Jim. What the fuck is going on? What did Jim say? Nope. Fuck him. But anyway, I'm glad at least one person in the equation is not putting out that type of energy. And technically, based on the type of energy that Jim has been putting out, you kind of would almost understand if Max was like, well, fuck it, fuck him too, because he sent a kite home from jail. He did a prison call saying, I ain't on that no more. He pretty much did an olive branch from prison before he was released. And what did Jim do since then? He still kept shitting on it. He pretty much giving him his ass to kiss. Fuck Max, fuck all that. And Max still is showing reserve, which is dope. But this is Max responding to that stage performance.
Yo, what's goody, bro? What's good, Black? What's the fuck going on, big? Nah, shit, I ain't on nothing, chilling with the motherfucking what the fuck, some shit last night in Jersey and some other shit. What's going on, man?
What's going on with Max, man? Like, that situation was nasty. If I've been trying to reach out, nephew called me earlier. I've been trying to reach you. I'm trying to figure out.
Oh, matter of fact, he hold on, he right here. He right here. Biggie.
What's up, beloved?
What's up, beloved?
What's going on, man? Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. I'm just trying to get situated. How the brother, man?
What's going on, Max? We don't need this.
Nah, I ain't, look, that ain't me. Listen, that shit wasn't me. When we went up in there, when I went in the club, bro, I had 2 whole other records that wasn't even in that chapter when I was on with that regime. The nigga Flex said he don't got no records. He only got Pen and Tail. I said, all right, we only was doing like one, maybe 2 songs.
Mm-hmm. Right.
The nigga did 2 hooks of Pen and Tail and then play the Grand Crew joint. So now I'm just saying what's up to the nigga, embracing the nigga. I'm like, I ain't know what was going on. I ain't even know the words to the shit. I was just improvising because I was performing for my crowd. They paid to see the Dawn, and I was giving them a show. It's the equivalent of this. You got a motherfucking 2 wrestlers and some shit go wrong in the ring. Do this, and the cameras is rolling. Do they stop or do they keep wrestling? You gotta. So that's all that was.
Nah, though, Max, that one right there, that shit was supposed to be breaking sweat. Like,
I'm saying, I'm not the DJ. I'm not trying to diss, bro. And I'm gonna just keep a spade. If I want to diss a nigga, I go in there and do something crispy. I'm not gonna spit that old shit. I ain't even know the words to that old shit, my nigga. My shit like that. I can go in the stew right now. Any 100 of them, I got access to, and lay some shit down for any nigga on the planet. But that ain't where I'm at.
So that was Flex. That was Flex.
Listen, that was all Flex.
All right.
Don't shoot the motherfucking messenger. Cause I don't play the record. The nigga told me he only had 1 record. The nigga played Pen and Tail, and then when I'm on the stage in my zone, performing for my crowd, what I got paid to do, this nigga plays the Grand Coup freestyle.
That's nasty. That's nasty. But I just want you to. I'm glad that you can let the world know this. And I just want to say this because I was trying to find Black because all the blame was going on Black. Like, yo, Black, how you let that go on? Like, how you even do sound check let that go? But we know it's Flex. But listen, we having you home, Max. Yo, listen, Harlem love you. Harlem love Jim. Harlem love Cam, Mace, Harlem World. Everybody.
I love niggas too. You heard?
We don't need that, man. Yo, listen, we know everything that happened. That's 18 years ago. Y'all niggas was kids, damn near. We need y'all together, bro. If y'all can't, you know what I mean, put that difference to the side, but at least just keep it peaceful.
Let me tell you something. We all family, man. We all got wives. That shit was a different time. I'm not out here disrespecting nobody, lady. It was a different time. If somebody felt offended from the last night performance, to anybody who I've offended,
My bad, I apologize. Sincerely apologize from the bottom of my heart. But it wasn't a diss for nobody. I was just improvising, just to keep y'all up to speed. All right? You already know the internet been going fucking crazy since I've been out trying to make some shit and what it ain't is. So that's just the enemy trying to tap in to the 5D cosmic layer and put some shit negative out there that niggas not even into. I'm running around here with my kids and I'm getting money.
Okay, there you have it. So yeah, I see some folks in the chat like, yo, he blamed Flex, you blame the DJ. All right, let's go to that side before I go to the apology. I'm not. I'm. It's like, like there's accountability there. You performed it. That's why dude was even chiming in like that's supposed to be a record scratch. Then like, stop that right there. And you're supposed to be like, yo, Flex, cut that off. He said, Max, I'm improvising. Like, and once again, before the song even cut on, he was sitting there like, she loved me not. She loved me not. Max, I'm gonna leave that alone. Flex's fault. The bright side, though, the most important piece is he said, if somebody was offended, I apologize. My bad from the bottom of my heart. We out here with kids and wives. I ain't on none of that. I love niggas too. I'm not on that. What the fuck else can you ask for? You know what I'm saying? And I want to give a lot of credit to Max B because, like I said, Jim's energy it would make a lot of people with pride, ego, or if they feel like they was the ones that was done wrong or behind all of their past history and shit, it would put a lot of people in a position to say, what, nigga, I've been cool, but you acting like that, like I'm a bitch, like fuck you too. Like a lot of people might carry it like that, and Max didn't. Then also factor in, Max is absolutely involved, in my opinion, of this audio going out. I think that this is being recorded and put out to the public on purpose. And last but not least, for the third piece of it, it's not always easy for a grown man to apologize, especially when they feel like they wasn't wrong. He's explaining all these reasons why he felt like he literally said the words, "Don't shoot the messenger." Like, let's all stop blaming Max and just blame Flex. Like, he literally said that, but he still apologized as a man if anybody was offended. So we're going to let that take priority. We're going to let that be the trump card there, the apology. And I like that also an apology like that puts Jim and his people in a position kind of where if you push a line, it looks like you doing too much. All right. Because before the apology audio came out, you know what I saw first yesterday? I saw the performance and the diss. I was even on the phone with someone. I was just like, oh, that's bad. That's bad. Because he was pretty much not pushing a line at all. Maybe he felt like, once again, you've been doing I don't like your energy, so fuck you. I tried to olive branch you from prison. You didn't, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? And now you got up there, you bring back the Chrissy thing and the bird niggas that can't stand me. I watched it. I was like, there you go. That was the last piece. And then that would have also put Jim in a position to say what? I told y'all so. Y'all out here talking about it's just me or I'm doing too much. He been had that energy. Y'all just don't know. That's the spot Jim would have been in. He would have been able to say, see your boy on stage? I told y'all we don't fuck with each other, so it's fuck him. And then it just been like, and then if nothing happens for the next 6 months and things, the shots continue and little scuffles and this happens over there and in that club, something pops on over there, whatever, you start to lose track of even how it started, and depending on who you ask, you get a different story. Nah, that nigga Max nipped it right there with an apology. So if Jim presses a line, you almost look like you're doing too much, which is a good thing to be. Good spot to be in if for the people that don't want to see the drama, don't want to see them cross paths like that or get into it. So if you love Jim, if you love Max, you're supposed to be saying things like that. Shout out to that dude that was on the phone with Max that was saying that. He obviously is somebody that Max respects, knows personally, and has Max's ear. And those are the type of people you gotta have in your camps, because somebody like Max B comes home and everybody fucking starts sucking him off. Really, like everybody wants to, it's Max's world. You the man now. Everybody drops down to their knees on some dick sucking shit. And he could do no wrong. And that's when you get a whole circle of yes men. a whole circle of you could do no wrong. A whole circle of people that's in the studio with you. Every track that you make is a banger. And then when we hear it out here, we be like, skip, 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 skip. Who was in the studio with you? Stop me when I'm lying. So it's good that he got somebody like that. Like, nah, nigga, that ain't it. And you could tell he was pressing Max a little bit. Like, what you mean? Like, blame, like, then why they scratched the record? Then why you didn't stop? Like, he was pressing Max. Keep people like that around you. Keep people like that around you. That's dope. I ain't gonna belabor it. I'll stop there. Oh, wait, but hold on. Speaking of I want to close it out like this. Speaking of Jim and his podcast, yeah, I saw it, y'all. This was a lot, and I don't play the pause game. Y'all know me, but there do be some hilarious moments.
Sometimes I get into a mode with a nigga, and I whisper to the nigga and say, "Tonight I want to see you use that gun."
You whisper that?
The fuck is
Paul, yo, man,
can we get a timeout? This is
We need a commercial break. We need a commercial break.
That's the
That's one of the craziest words I've ever heard in my
put
life.
the counter on. 30 seconds commercial break.
I want to see you use that gun tonight. It's commercial break worthy. Sometimes I get into a mode with a
Yo, even his setup is bad. Sometimes I get into a mode. So you got that. Then you got the whisper. The nigga said, I whisper to a nigga. My man Tate DM me. We was DMing about this clip. My man Tate, he sent me a voice note back. He said, yo, my nigga, he didn't focus on nothing else. He only focused on the whisper part. He was like, yo, if you whisper, matter of fact, hold on a second, fuck it, while we streaming. Let's have some fun. Shout out to my brother Tate, man. Oh my God. You can't make some of this shit up. You just cannot make some of this shit up. Where's my man voice note?
Yo, my son said, I whisper. First, I think whispering to niggas is gay. Just don't whisper to me, bro. Like, text me. Don't fucking whisper, bro. That is gay.
My man said, just text me. Don't whisper. Yo, shout out to Mano, man. Everybody's having a good time, man. I mean, let's have a good time. We're going to chat. So, like I said, the lead-in, I get into a mode, plus the whisper, plus the I want to see you use that gun tonight. It was just all bad. It was all bad, man. But okay, I think we caught up with all the supers. So shout out to the entire chat, shout out to the mods, shout out to the members in the building. I might be back on stream tonight, but it might not even be on this channel. I might be doing a little guest appearance on one of the homies' channels. We're gonna see. We're trying to set it up for like around 7 p.m.ish. So if that still holds true, I'll put out like a tweet. I'll put out a couple tweets saying like, yo, we're about to join over here, blah, 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 blah. So keep an eye on my Twitter. If y'all don't follow me on my social medias, they all in the description of every video. My Instagram, my Twitter, the Facebook. We promote the lives there and everything. So stay tuned, y'all. We'll be right back. But as far as live here, I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Enjoy the games. It's Sunday. We out of here.
Don't confuse silence with work ethic. I'm a boss making decisions, my first fetish. The verse cherished is perfect, that's a reverse blemish. I dropped it, connected the block, learn Tetris.
This is the Sorry Street Podcast. Welcome to the house up. And shout out to the members.
Without my, they still got a gun.